Hello, everybody. I hope all is doing well. Tonight it's about 4:08 a.m. and it is exactly 4:08 a.m. and I've been sipping from the bottle, so I figured that now is as good as opportunity as ever to read a recent journal entry, and maybe discuss it because it's pretty sad. I can't lie. It's pretty like pessimistic. But I only wrote it like a few days ago, so I suppose we'll get into it. This is from May 8th. So about 2 days ago exactly, because I wrote it at like 1 a.m. But regardless, I owe myself an entry. It's late, but I don't care. I'm sort of glad I didn't write sooner, because it would have been depressing as hell. This always happens. Winter brings out the worst in me, and I was really going through it. It hasn't stopped entirely, but the nice weather has certainly suppressed it. I've still been lifting. I'm strong as fuck. Shoddy has also been making an effort to lift, though she makes a lot of excuses, lol. My homie and I went to Chicago last weekend. It was fun. It definitely reignited the spark that was dying down over my recent sad phase, if you could even call it that. Camping is less than 2 weeks away. I'm not super excited for it. Before, camping was amazing. Vibes always unmatched. Now it feels like our group as a whole aren't even friends. We just pretend to be, because so much time has passed. Like, homie 1 and homie 2 are not going. Another homie might also not be going. I'm not using names because, obviously. And my older sister and her boyfriend will probably leave early like last time. What happened? Maybe we've just grown up and we need to split into our own paths. That's what my brother did a while ago, and look at how he's doing. I meant that in like a kind of sarcastic tone, by the way. I hate it. The cosmic force of the universe that created everything has done an exceptionally good job of giving me reasons to hate myself. Maybe hate is what I've been missing. All this time I've tried so hard to pride myself by being the most forgiving, chill, unoffended, complacent, half-nice, unbothered person I could be. And where did it get me? Nowhere! In all caps. All this time to figure out that nobody cares. How many people only care about me because I provide them with validation? I've done the exact same thing. Those types of friendships never last. All I've been doing with my life is escaping. I've made no progress the past 4 years. So, how do I face my issues? I don't know. I can't express myself at all because, again, nobody cares. Maybe if I keep suppressing my feelings, which I've become pretty good at, for another 4 years, I'll be fixed. My brain is permanently fucked from all my fucked up coping habits. Another part of the issue is my inability to accept that I will never feel happiness the way that I used to. I've been conditioned by hedonism and the appeals of escapism to forget everything that actually matters. It will swallow me whole unless I sacrifice my desire for happiness in exchange for discipline and commitment. Time will be the true test to see how much I actually care. These are tough times in many aspects, yet I have no choice but to endure. I will silently endure it all, as I've done before. I need to sleep. Hopefully I'll be able to right away instead of staying up for an extra hour and a half, being unable to shut off my thoughts that carry no value at all. Maybe next time I'll say what I wanted to say about 8:22. If I forget, then oh well, probably a good thing. Another facet of my life that will stay inside my head until the cosmic force of the universe resets my file. And that's where I left it off. So, interesting entry. I mean, this was only recorded 2 days ago, and I'm drunk right now, and, I have a better time processing it. I'm not super... I was really in my head. I had a lot of thoughts that I needed to get out for that, and, I'm grateful that I did, because, I felt a lot better after I wrote it, but it's true, man. I mean, I've come to the realization that I haven't healed at all from anything that I've been through. Like, I haven't actually learned anything. Even though, that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I mean, I've kind of prided myself for so long being this, new person. I'm so improved, but I haven't improved at all because I just escape and I don't feel anything. I mean, my friend group that I mentioned in the chat, actively acknowledges it. I mean, once in a great while they'll bring it up, but they literally know me. They know that I don't express my feelings. They know that I suppress everything. and the consequences of that are just coming back up. And it's not even worth it to be mad because it's my fault. So we're in this tricky spot where it's like I could have done so many things better, but I also can't change anything. So it's like this limbo state, I guess, if that makes sense. You know, I it's tough, man. And I was also talking about the friend group. My friend group, like the larger, I mean, I'm part of a few friend groups, but this larger friend group is kind of collapsing, and we're going camping next weekend. So it's also when I'm done with college for the summer at least. But yeah, we're going camping, and it. My prediction is that it's not going to go very well. Like the vibes aren't going to be there because I mean, a lot of members, like my older brother, he stopped hanging out with us a while ago, and he doesn't really like the friend group. And same with my older sister, like my older sister and brother, who I both love very much. They have a lot of problems with like the people that I'm friends with and that I hang out with every weekend. And so it kind of puts me into this weird middle position where I'm seeing both sides and I'm cool with both sides. And I hear both sides, like the criticisms for each. But like there's nothing I can really do about it because, I can't take a side, like they're all my friends. So I guess I'm kind of in a weird position that way. But that's less important to the overall point. To elaborate on the August 22nd hint, I mean, I'm not going to disclose that in this video, but it's an important date. It refers to August 22nd, which is an important date for, I guess, two reasons. But, I mean, I'll probably make a video about that eventually, so if you're curious about that, stay tuned. But it just kind of refers to my entry as a whole was just about my past. Like I made a video a couple days ago that kind of lays it out. But I just got fucked up, man. My head and the way I perceive reality is permanently influenced because of my experiences, and I regret it, dude. I wish there was a strong figure in my life that made me lock in, but that never happened. So I mean, I could resent my parents for that, but I don't know. It's not my parents' issue. It's one of those things. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to think about, but I love being drunk alone, which is really sad, but I enjoy it. It was a drunk journal entry. I got the idea from my brother who, he wrote a journal every day for a bit. For a full year, actually, and his entries are pretty interesting. And I have this notebook. I have this really cool notebook that Shoddy gave me, and it's very nice. And it's really healthy, man. Writing down your thoughts, like it really does help you relax. Although that night when I wrote that down, I tried to go to bed, and the thoughts just kept swarming in. I don't know what I was thinking about, but it wasn't important. I'm just getting flooded with these fucking thoughts, man. Every single time I try to go to bed, I'm just swarmed by all these hypotheticals and like imaginary situations, and I don't know. Maybe I need therapy, but therapy's a scam. I'd rather just I would rather suppress, even though like suppressing feelings is my problem. I would rather suppress that than suppress my feelings and go to therapy. Fuck therapy. I don't need it. I got the homies and I got alcohol. This was a fun yap session. All right, editors, no, it's not the end of the yap session. There's two key aspects that I didn't touch on. There's the Chicago trip, and then what I meant by the sarcastic part with my older brother. So to go to Chicago first, yeah, last weekend I went to Chicago with my homie. It was his birthday, so it was kind of an impulsive, last second sort of thing, but I went because he's the homie, and I had to explore the city with him. He loves Chicago, and I can see it too. It was a great city. It was a great time. We had great vibes. We were drinking every night. He was smoking, but I indulged for the birthday's sake, but that's not important. But what I meant by the igniting the spark was that over the winter, I kind of got into this winter villain arc is how I describe it. It's so stupid, but I just got really pessimistic and I started like, it happens in the winter, you know, it's like the seasonal sort of depression thing where you're getting your own head about everything and you kind of just like start resenting and hating like small things for no reason. And this homie that I went with, I kind of did, I kind of was getting annoyed with him just in my own head. Like, he didn't really do anything wrong. I just, I just got annoyed with him. And so as a result, we kind of started to talk less, and I don't know. We didn't really drift apart, but we kind of did drift apart, you know. We still hung out. He always hosts a function on Saturday, you know, but things were getting different, and it's how it is, and life's moving on, and times are changing, and that's just how it is. So it was a good trip. I don't regret it. But with my brother, my older brother is super interesting. He's a very interesting guy. He's not like me at all. All right. The personality that you see from me, it's completely opposite with my brother. He's very, he keeps to himself a lot, but he's very smart. He just likes to tinker with things. He just likes to be left alone to his own devices, and he likes to make shit. He's very good at it. He's a very smart guy, but he used to hang out with us, man. He used to come to the Saturday functions, the aforementioned functions. And nowadays he doesn't do that, He kind of stopped sometime last year. And we talked about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, you guys just drink. You guys just meet up to drink. Your medium is alcohol, and it's nothing else." And I mean, he's low key kind of right, but it's like, damn. It's like, I don't care about alcohol. I just want the homie here. I just want my brother here, man. I get along great with my brother. He's great. And so, when he isolated himself from the group, it's like he's got a very pessimistic worldview, from my understanding, and I can imagine that it didn't help him, from isolating himself from the only like friends he had, even if he doesn't really consider them friends, because they really don't have much in common. The friends he used to have, my current friends, were his old friends. They don't really have much in common, to be honest, but he's still welcomed to the functions. He's going camping, so that'll be something. But it's like he isolates himself, man. He's got people that actually care about him, even if he thinks it's a shallow sort of care. But I don't know. It's tough for him. So I won't give him too much shit, but that's kind of if you know what I mean. That's kind of the surrounding context behind that. All right, it's over now. Goodbye.